I finally took my own advice, and here's what happened. So, I took my own advice. I call it the 1% method around fitness that I use to transform my own physique and my clients. And I applied that to my own YouTube channel, my YouTube videos. And so, my problem is that I was just so stuck in my own head. Like, I literally have over 500 notes on my iPhone, over 500, and they're not just like random ones. They're all like ideas and all these things I planned, and literally most of them have never been acted on. And so I had this problem where I overthink and overthink and overthink and overplan. And I'm like, it's gotta be perfect. I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And I get so caught up trying to like improve the video that I'm trying to make, even though I haven't even made it yet. Like I'm literally like, okay, so this is how the hook's gonna be, and then this, and well, I gotta edit right, and all this stuff. And when I finally took my own advice and was like, bro, what are you doing? Just get the reps in, get the imperfect reps in, 1% better every single day. And guess what? You can look at my channel, and by the time you're seeing this, it'll actually be more, but it's 16 videos in the last 7 days. Now, that might sound like a lot. It's like, holy, that's like 2-3 videos a day, right? But for me, it doesn't feel like anything. It generally doesn't feel like hard work. It doesn't feel like so tiring or exhausting. The crazy part is that I felt so much more exhausted and drained when I wasn't posting the videos, because when you have all this anxiety in your head and all this overthinking and you're not taking action on it, you have this sense of guilt that you feel, and it literally, it feels horrible. Like it's like that person that just they have like so much potential and they don't act on it. It's literally like that. But when you're really hard on yourself, I think that's when the anxiety and stuff spikes, because I've always dealt with anxiety around certain things that I do, and I still get it daily. But the crazy thing is that I had this sense of like relief after I post these videos, and like it's crazy how the comments I've been getting are genuine. Like I've gotten multiple paragraphs of people like being like, yo, this is authentic, or some people are like, oh, I relate to whatever topic I'm talking about, and they share their own stuff. And I'm like, it's just crazy how just a couple of weeks ago I didn't have any videos up. Like I had some old ones that I actually took down a couple years back that were like outdated. I just unlisted them. So it's not like I've never posted on YouTube, but current day, I felt like I personally had all this knowledge to share. I've transformed my own physique. I've helped multiple people. Like, I've transformed a lot of lives, and I genuinely felt like I had a lot of value that I could share on these videos. And I was too much in my head, overthinking, overplanning, and I didn't act on it. And now that I have, it's like I get this sense of fulfillment, and it's a much better feeling than happiness, because happiness comes and goes. It's like boom, and then sometimes it goes down, right? But fulfillment is different. Fulfillment stays, and it's not like a mood, but it's like this baseline that you have that's like, it's so much higher than a feeling of like being motivated from like a reel or a YouTube video, or a feeling of being happy from something. Like genuine fulfillment is a different type of feeling. It's like that you're walking on your purpose. I'm gonna make a video about this separately, so I don't want to get too off topic, but to tie this into you, if you're someone who is watching my content, you most likely want to get in shape, you want to lose weight, or you're trying to improve yourself in some type of way, right? And so you most likely have had this vision of wanting to lose weight, wanting to get in shape, wanting to improve yourself, and you've probably done your own notes, or maybe you've had talks or conversations, or you've had these great ideas and they just got lost because time keeps passing on and you've never acted on them. And so I'm making this video for the person who is like me, who overthinks and overplans. And it's not that you're lazy. It's not that I'm lazy at all. It's just that you're just caught up so much in your head that you don't even realize that you're in your own way. And so you need to try and apply, I would highly recommend, the 1% method for your own self. And I did this with my boxing as well, and I didn't even talk about it, but I switched my approach to a more defensive style. And so obviously that takes a lot of, new things that you're learning, new habits, right? I had to change up my style because I wanted to have a more defensive approach and, not get hit as much. And so I had to rewire these old habits that I had and correct them. And that takes time. And I was being so impatient. I was really, every punch I would throw in the heavy bag or in the spar, I would just be like in my head, like, oh, that didn't feel right. What's wrong with me? Why is this so trash? Oh, why am I not like my coach who's doing all these defensive moves and it's so easy for him and slick, and I look all like this or that. And when I finally told myself, what are you doing? Just get better. Just have fun with it. Get loose. Like, I literally was boxing at a worse skill level than what I used to be at because I was so in my head that I literally felt more stiff and more rigid. And so the same thing applies to you when you're trying to get better at whatever you're trying to get better at. And I'm speaking specifically to getting in shape, proving yourself, weight loss, stuff like that, because that's what this channel is all about. But it really does apply to anything. So I did the fitness approach, the 1% method. I've always preached that for myself, for my clients. But I did that recently for my boxing, and my last spar was literally my best spar because months had passed when I was finally just getting the reps in and having fun and just getting 1% better. And I'm starting to finally see the click. I'm like, whoo, like, I'm rolling, I'm pairing shots, like I'm not getting hit clean the way that I used to. And I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, I'm getting pumped because I'm like, this is what I've been trying to do for months, and it's clicking already. And it clicks so much faster. It literally clicks so much faster when I just change the mindset approach of it. And that's why the mind's so powerful. It's because I didn't do anything crazy different, but the mindset approach I had towards it made me perform so much better. And that poured into my approach for the YouTube. I seen how much better I got in boxing just from that, changing that mindset approach and reminding myself of my own method. And it's not like I'm the first person to say get 1% better or to do them perfect reps, but it's just something that I was, my own advice, right? And so I applied that to the YouTube. 16 videos in 7 days. I'm gonna post another 3. This is one of them. I might even post a 4th one because I genuinely am loving it. And I'm loving taking action and being able to see that, in a couple months back, I can look back and see that I have, 50 videos up, or more. I wanna look back and see that and see the proof. And so this video is for you if you've been overthinking or over planning. And that's it for today's video. Check out my Facebook and Instagram for more content.